Welcome back to the SportsMax Zone. Let's start with track and field. There's a new 400-meter queen in Jamaica. Her name, Nickisha Pryce, a 23-year-old who attended Vere Technical High School in Clarendon and now competes for Arkansas University in the United States. Pryce clocked an outdoor world lead 49.32 seconds to win the women's 400 meters at the Southeastern Conference Championships on Saturday. She's now the second fastest Jamaican of all time, just behind Lorraine Fenton's 2002 national record of 49.30 and the third fastest in U.S. collegiate history behind former teammate Britton Wilson's 49.13 and Rasidat Adeleke 49.20. There's so much on the horizon for Pryce with the NCAA regional and national championships to come, plus the Jamaican championships and ultimately, of course, the Olympic Games. She joins us live on Zoom to talk about her season so far and plans for this Olympic year. Nickisha Pryce, it is a pleasure to have you on the SportsMax Zone. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am good. I am really good. Nickisha, bring us into your life for the last 2 or 3 days since you ran that amazing 49.32 seconds to win the SEC championships.
I just come out here and just listen what my coach told me to do, and then exactly what I did. It was like, you guys need to be 1, 2, 3 in the finals, and because we're training hard at practice, so it was like, just go there and have fun. That's exactly what we did.
Yeah, very much the case. You know, I saw you compete in the first round of the 200 meters, just a day or so prior, 22.75 you ran. Of course, as is customary with 400 runners, when they compete over 200 meters, they tend to finish really strongly, and that's exactly what you did. But I was really impressed with what I saw in that 22.75, but still, I must admit, surprised by 49.32. From your standpoint, were you any at all surprised when you saw 49.32 show up on the clock?
Yes, because I never expect to PB that big as yet, because it's not nationals as yet. So it was like just go there and just have fun, and that's what we did. And it was like in the 200. He put me in the 200 because he want points. He's like, he don't give me the 200 it's speed, it's healthy, yes, but he just want points to be winning at the SECs, and that's exactly what.
Yeah, and Nickisha, what's even more beautiful about this win is you speak about that PB, but being able to lower that PB twice. You spoke about, of course, just taking instructions from coach. But now I want to get into your life. Ricardo spoke about it, but I want to know like how a day in your life goes, because you're going to the University of Arkansas. They have a lot of top athletes there. So what does a day in the life of Nickisha look like?
Just come practice, stay focused, eat right, and just listen to what my coach told me to do my rehab, and then go home, sleep.
But, you know, you make it sound so easy, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, it's not that easy. You still have school as well. So balance. Oh, yeah. So balancing school and of course, that tedious training program, Nickisha, how are you able to keep focused?
I know it's rough, because I have to be able to do good in school so I can run at the same time. So our coach like always at it with us, like, oh, your GPA have to be good, and I don't play with the schoolwork. You have to do your schoolwork and those stuff so you can come here and do good. It's rough, like it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
And you know, you speak about it being hard, but based on, this is our first time chatting, so I'm now getting to know you. I'm even smiling when you're answering, because I can tell that, you know, you're just being so innocent and genuine, which is exactly what we want here on the SportsMax Zone. So now that this is hard, because you already have school to get done, you have training to do, and you're doing great at both, of course, You have a lot coming up this season. So how do you plan to approach each of it? And I don't even want to say the big O, just yet. How do you plan to approach all of these events that you have?
Just take it step by step. Just that.
Easy, just step by step. And what about the big O, the Olympics that's coming in Paris? We're looking forward to seeing you.
I just want to make it to the finals, and then when I make it to the finals, I can literally think to like medal. So, yeah.
Yeah, Nickisha, you know, I have so much to ask you. First of all, though, I want to take you back to the World Championships last year and the semifinals of the women's 400 meters, because when I saw you in qualifying, I thought to myself, this is a young lady who is ready to be in the World Championship final. You went out really hard and then you struggled to hold on down the straight. When you look back on that race a few months later, well, many months later, almost a year later, do you view it any differently from you did in that moment in Budapest last year?
So before I was catching a cramp, so I have to slow down a little bit. I was catching a cramp. So that's why I never make it to the finals, because I feel a cramp, but I still run to the line with the cramp.
Wow. At what stage did you feel that cramp and how severe was it?
It was not bad. It was like coming to the 100, I feel a little cramp, so I have to like slow down and still finish.
Was that the first time you were cramping in a race?
Yeah.
Must have been a strange feeling. And did you think of stopping?
It's not really the first time, because at practice I feel cramp, but in a like big like world and you have to make it for your team and those stuff, that's the first time I'm feeling a cramp.
Yeah. Of course, when you think about what you have to do, right, it's a really long season. You're talking about NCAA indoors, you're talking about the NCAA outdoor season, and then you have to think about international track and field, the Jamaican Championships, and then the global event, whether it be the Olympic Games or the World Championships. Clearly, last year you were able to handle that pretty well because you got to Budapest in very good form. As you are now saying to us, you were hampered by a cramp in the semi-final. What's the training program like, or at least what have the conversations with your coach been like about you being able to be at peak form when the Jamaican Championships and the Olympic Games come around?
Good question. He just always tell us, stay focused, listen to your trainers, and just go there and have fun. And that's it. At practice, it is very rough.
Yeah.
Like, we train a lot in practice, like we work hard. But when it comes on to like competing time, compete with people, you just have fun.
Yeah. One of the things with the NCAA system is that athletes run a lot of races, as I pointed out, indoors, outdoors. You run week in, week out. Was there ever a time since you have gone to university where that was a difficult adjustment for you? And do you ever feel as if I'm competing too much?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Last year, I was like, it's too much for me. I can't do it. But like my body like getting used to it and those stuff right now, I was like, it's nothing because I was not running. This is my third time running. Yeah, this is my third time running in the 400 outdoor. Yeah. So my body like feel good. We're not running all the time because we get rest.
So you feel like there are adjustments this season that will help you be in a better position to do well at the Olympic Games?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's interesting in this interview, so often you have already said, listen to what the coaches say. And I bring that up because I was having a conversation with one of your high school coaches and she told... what?
She told me.
She told you. Well, tell you what, she told me a story, right? She told me a story about when you were in high school, you got hurt, and part of your treatment was, contrast application of cold and hot, and that this is something that you had to do every day. And she said to me, every single day at the same time, you would turn up without anyone needing to push you, and you would always be on time. She said you were never late for training, and you were always there and ready to work. And at the back end of that, then she said, yeah, she was bound to be successful because of her attitude and her discipline. I do want to get an understanding, though, of where that discipline comes from, especially because this is something that you had from the high school level. And I think it is relatively rare that you see that level of discipline on the part of young athletes. Where do you suppose that was inculcated in you?
Oh, well, I have to put myself first and with everything and trying to be healthy so I can run fast and make everyone proud because everyone looking out for me. So like cheering for me and those stuff. So I have to step up my game. I'm a very hardworking kid.
Yeah, I think we see that. Take me back quickly to your early days. You are from St. Mary, aren't you? I'm from St. Mary too. Where in St. Mary are you from? And take me back to those early days and give us an insight into how you got involved with track and field.
Wow. Ooh. If I remember.
Wow.
So first it was exchange college. Like it was not good for me because I never have anyone there like to train with and those stuff. So I was like, okay. So I stayed with my dad and then I left and come to Veer and
How did you get to Veer, which is in Clarendon, all the way from St. Mary?
ah,
They came for you, didn't they?
yeah, Mr. Bailey
Yeah.
came from because I was winning like a lot of race and then Mr. Bailey was like, this girl is very good and I was like, okay. And then when I went to Veer, it's kind of rough because it's rough out there. It's not pretty.
Yeah. And you had
But
some
I
injury
stayed
issues,
fine.
right?
I still have injury issues.
Yeah. Tell us about some of those and how you're dealing with them and still being able to produce at the level that you are producing.
After practice, I just do my rehab, go in the hot tub, the cold tub, and then go home, sleep, eat healthy. That's it. There's nothing else I can do. And
Yeah.
then I would like take stuff for it to like ease the pain a little bit, but it's not easing. It's like it's still there. It's after just to run through the pain. So there is nothing I can do. That's
Yeah.
why I always have one little tape on my shin before I run.
Yeah, and I suppose that's helping because you are producing some fabulous performances, 49.7 and then 49.32. One quick
I
one.
have to be tough. I
Yeah.
have to I have to tough it out.
Yeah, and you're obviously a tough young woman. One final one before we go. The national record, 49.30, sorry, Lorraine Fenton. I don't know if before Saturday you seriously thought about that, but I suspect you
No,
must be thinking about it now.
no. I thought the record was 49. No, 49, 40, 40 something.
Well,
Then when I,
that's Sharika Jackson's personal best,
yeah,
who is your former schoolmate, but not the record.
I thought if that was the record, then when I go on Google, I was like, okay, I don't break the record. I want to know what the record is. And then when I saw it, I was like, damn. I was like, but I'm taking my time.
Yes.
It's coming.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you have anything close to the career that Lorraine Fenton did, then you will have an amazing career. I tell you, Olympic silver medalist in Sydney in 2000 and other world championship individual medals and a plethora of relay medals as well. You already have one world championship relay medal, and I'm pretty sure that you will have many more as well. Nickisha Pryce, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, and we wish you all the best for the remainder of the season.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
I like her, Mariah.
know, I like her. You need to find a new athlete. I was stunned. You know, I ask a lot of questions, and sometimes you don't even get a chance to talk.
Yeah.
But I would have much rather, in this interview, sit back and listen to you talk to her.
Yeah, and you said one thing while we had the conversation with her, that she seems so innocent
And genuine, and I love that.
genuine. Yes.
I'm wishing her all the best. You have a new supporter. I mean, I've been following it, but this record, I'm looking for her now to get the #1 spot, Ricardo.
Yeah, that record has been around for a long time. I still remember when Lorraine Fenton set that record in Monaco 2002.
How old were you?
Very young.
Just tell us, Ricardo.
I don't remember. I have to do addition, and I'm not very good at math. Let's take a break. Maybe after I'll figure it out.